I'm Adventure Man Ron Spellman. Thanks for joining me as I film my everyday life with adventure and show you how to do it too. You can find all my videos on YouTube as Adventure Man USA, and also on Facebook as @AdventureManUSA, and Instagram as #AdventureManUSA. Right now I'm at Boston's Logan International Airport with my girlfriend Daria, about to catch a trip to Germany, and we got a plane to catch, so let's go. Germany is a pretty large country. There is an awful lot to see and do here, so it was a challenge to figure out what we wanted to do, what we had time to do, and then how to go about doing it. I was able to ask a lot of friends for advice who'd already been there, but by far my greatest resource was lonelyplanet.com. Their website is a great tool for planning a trip, and I almost never go to a new country without their really excellent guidebooks. The decision as to where to start was kind of made for us. We chose Frankfurt as a starting place because, well, that's where the cheapest airfare was. We flew from Boston to Frankfurt for less than $400 for one round-trip ticket. We flew on Icelandair. From Frankfurt, we rented a car at the airport and then drove an hour south to the city of Heidelberg. And that's where our trip really started. I was impressed by how orderly and well-maintained the streets and roads are in Germany. Everyone drives on the right side, just like in the US, but the center line is the same as other lane markings. It's easy to shift into the oncoming traffic lane, but I soon got the hang of it. So we're starting out here in the city of Heidelberg. It's a pretty old town. It's one of the few that wasn't bombed by the Allies in World War II. So a lot of the old original buildings and structures survived, and they're really quite lovely. There's even a really nice castle here down at the end of the street. We're going to go check it out. This pedestrian-only street is called the Hauptstrasse. It's lined with shops, restaurants, and cafes. I was really struck by the beauty of the architecture all around. So I'm finding this town to be pretty amazing. It's a lot like being back in the Middle Ages. These buildings haven't changed much over centuries. I mean, look at this church, for crying out loud. It's dripping with all these great carvings and imagery. Heidelberg is known for its charming sights on every corner, down every side street. As we passed further down to the other side of the old town, we began to get glimpses of the castle on the hill over the city. A cobblestone trail climbs the side of the hill up to the castle's outer walls. The view gets better and better as you climb. Soon we came into the outer defenses and quickly got a sense of how well fortified and defensible this fortress was. Passing through gates and doorways, elaborate vaulted chambers. The view down to the city really began to open up more and more. And we finally arrived at the outer courtyard and began to really see the castle itself.
Well, that's pretty cool.
As we passed through yet another gate, we came into the main courtyard. Right away we could see the different styles of architecture as building after building was added over the course of centuries, creating almost a small village with elaborate structures from different times. So this building behind me was built at the end of the 1300s. Talk about medieval. Pretty cool. I'm never going to complain about those fancy McMansions being too much ever again. Unfortunately, time has had its effect on the castle, and some of the outer towers have crumbled. Still, it's a majestic and imposing place, and the view is romantic and unforgettable. Afterward, we made our way back to the inn for some well-deserved rest and, of course, a beer. Can't come to Germany and not have a beer. So our trip to Germany was off to a good start, but there's lots more in store. So be sure to check out the next 2 parts of my travels in Germany. And thanks again for watching. And remember, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm Adventure Man Ron Spellman. So long for now.